I made a video of starting sweet peas and snow peas in a jar. Nothing special about it. It was, throwing some seeds in a little mason jar and with some water overnight, draining them out. Jeez, I think I planted too much in that one. So 7 days later, after starting them in that jar, including the 24-hour soak in full water, this is what they look like now. 7 days. This is crazy. 7 days. I should be seeing some snow peas and sweet peas. I don't know. What do you think? When they're already that big? Maybe 3 weeks or so? I'll keep you up to date when I get my first snow peas and sweet peas. Thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell. Motivates this channel. So if you can see, I'm gonna angle this. I have a habit of angling this towards the sun, so I'm gonna try to be conscious, self-aware. So if you look down that aisle there, you can see all those. So down here, these are all sweet peas, and I don't have anything up in that one. So that's the only one that doesn't have any up. That's not too bad. One out of all those. So these are going to be all sweet peas. Geez, I think I put more in there than I was supposed to have. I think I double planted that one, not knowing. And then over here, you can see these are all these are going to be sweet snow peas. So the sweet peas I planted down there because I like to store a lot of sweet peas in the freezer during the winter. So I planted a whole bunch of sweet peas. I'll be planting more. So the thing about planting snow peas and sweet peas is you can plant them again in around 1st of July. So get them planted in spring, April, and then they're gonna wilter. They're gonna do poorly as that heat comes on. And then right next to those, or wherever you want to do it, start them again. So take your mason jar, soak them overnight, do it again. And so by the end of July or so, you'll have snow peas up until, I think I got snow peas up until mid-December, even after some freezes. But because the photosynthesis wasn't strong enough for them at that time, they just slowly said, you know what, I'm just not getting enough photosynthesis, and so they started to shut down. Not because of the temperature, it is because there wasn't enough light for them. And so that's kind of it. And so you can see how these strawberries, so what I did, so these, you can see I raised those up. So I raised them up so that when these strawberry plants start to get bushy, they won't excessively shadow my peas. And I did a podcast about these hanging strawberry pots. Now these have been here. Oh, some strawberries starting to come on there. These have been here. This is the third year that this has been hanging there. And I never sprayed the bottles. What I did is I took and I put these caps on them. And so when it's rainy season, I loosen the caps up so that these don't drown the roots. And so it just filters like it would in the ground, basically. And then in the heat of the summer, what I'll do is I'll actually twist these snug. So when I water them, I'll water them until it's full, especially when it's like 90s or 100 something, so that it's full, and then I'll let it set for sometimes overnight. Just let it set in water so that the strawberries can absorb plenty of water. And then I'll loosen up the caps the next day but only so that it very slowly dribbles out, not run out. And that water will come down, and that's how I manage these. And you can see they're doing well. These particular strawberry plants are actually excellent for doing this type of thing. They don't get very bushy. Now you can see, these are low bush strawberry plants. I'm not saying that some of them might not get weird and get big, but I haven't noticed it yet on this particular strain of strawberries. But you can see this other breed of strawberries, they get really big and bushy, right? So you can see the ones down at the very end, that's a different breed of strawberry. And I've got them mixed in. I've got multiple different breeds of strawberry plants. The smaller ones are of a different breed, and the big bushy ones are of a different breed. There's like yellow and red and I don't know, some other color, orange or something. And so just different breeds of strawberry plants. This one wanted to grow so bad it grew right into my sidewalk crack. I don't like things growing in my cracks. Who does? Okay, and so here's my update on my other strawberries. I did a number of podcasts on building pallet runner boxes for whatever you want to do it. I chose to put the strawberries in there because I had so many. I threw a lot of them away because not enough places to plant them. And so here's so I just did this about a month ago, and they were just little tiny buds, strawberry buds, and here they are. Gave them a little bit of my personal homemade fertilizer, and they just took off. And so these in here, this is what I call my strawberry bed. So if I choose to start making these strawberry beds and selling them, this would be my go-to bed. So I'll go to these and have plenty of strawberries because these things proliferate like crazy. Anyway, so that's my thing, and my rosemary's doing good. You can see the little buds. You can see the little buds. Fig tree. And then I have an apple tree flowering really well. Rosemary plant. I took some clippings off the rosemary, and let's go see how they're doing. I think put them in little cups. And about a week or two ago, I checked them. Hope I'm walking with the sun behind me. Yeah, excuse the light there, but I put them in little cups. I don't know where they are now that these strawberries are getting bushy. There they are. So here's what they look like. I think I'm going to take them out of the ground. So I imagine, yeah, there's a root right there. So it looks like these have rooted. There's one on the ground that I dug up accidentally. Yeah, I don't think that one's going to survive, but the three in this one cup. Now, it's best if you're going to do clippings. Get this angle of light, sunlight. If you're going to do clippings, it's best my experience is to do it in towards the end of the winter. It's still really cold. Put them in a container and bury them in the ground, so that the warmth from the ground, because it's constant in the 50s, and you can bury them deeper, because the deeper you bury them, the warmer it's going to stay. And these things, yeah, there's the root right there. And so I got 3 rosemary plants just from some clippings. I was taking some clippings at the time to, dry out some rosemary and make some rosemary herb. So there you go. In the wintertime, best time to clip them. They're starting to come, they're sensing that higher increase of photosynthesis, and so they start to increase the growth hormones in the stems. And it's that growth hormones that are going to give you the best odds, natural growth hormones that they already have, for reproduction. Okay, and that's it. So let's go check on let's leave them in the ground for the time being. They're doing pretty nice down there. Got that root coming out, so I'll probably have to separate those into their individual pots. And let's go. Oh my gosh, yeah, asparagus. So I got some asparagus. That's sunlight. That sun always I gotta say, that sun's got my back in ways I don't want. So here's my asparagus garden, and yeah. So what you want to do with asparagus I gotta try to keep that sunlight. Asparagus is, you always want to let a number of them go to leaf. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4 that I can clip. And so, and I've got 1, 2, 3 on one mound, I'll let go to leaf. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, I'll let that one go to leaf, those go to leaf. I got 2 here, 3, I'll let those 3 go to leaf. So these will go to leaf. And what that'll do is it'll give the crown plenty of energy for photosynthesizing its growth. So it'll grow more crowns. If we don't give them enough photosynthesis during the growing season, through the spring, summer, and fall, you're not going to get healthy crowns, and you're not going to get a bumper crop or anything like that. You'll get some asparagus, but not bumper. I'm getting a bumper, but it took me 7 years, I think, from the time that I started it from seed. I really didn't manage them well because I didn't have much confidence, because it was taking so long to get anything from my effort that I didn't really pay them much attention until one year I noticed that, oh, well, those got really bushy. Huh, I think I'll do something with them. And so they got really bushy for the first time, and I decided to start taking care of them because they looked like they were finally going to do something. And now they're doing something, right? All those little baby asparagus coming up all over the place. Back in there, all little stubbies coming up. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to ferment some of these, and I'll have them year round. Subscribe, thumbs up, ring the bell, and I've got a lot of things that I do. This stuff that I record, I do all the time. This is just stuff I do all the time. I just thought one day, I was watching YouTube and I was watching these folks do things that I can just tell they just do that stuff all the time. They just decided to put on YouTube, and I found it interesting. So I thought, I think I'll share my routines with folks who might be interested, and that's what my YouTubing is. Okay, well, you have a wonderful life, and thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, and I'll keep updated on the snow peas. When it starts picking time, I'll record the picking time, and see you then. Bye now.